Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the theme park evangelist. Don't mind the loud noise in the background, that's just the fan. Anyway, I decided that I would open up today's evening discussion vlog with, how should I put this? Basically COVID 19 changes that are coming to Walt Disney World. Some of them good, and some of them people are on the fence about. Nothing is confirmed about the stuff that's on the fence about, or that people are on the fence about, obviously. But I decided I would start out with the Disney discussion this time instead of jumping right into my next How I Met Kay and TJ vlog. Since I usually started that first, but this time I decided, well, I wanted to talk about something different. I couldn't even think of something right away, and then I looked online, and then I thought to myself, wait a minute, I do actually know what to talk about. So one of the first things I wanted to talk to you about was yesterday TJ posted on Facebook that Disney would be offering basically a complimentary golf cart ride from the parking lot to the park, and then from the park back to the parking lot. And they're doing this in the placement of the trams until the trams return. There is still no definite return date of when the trams are going to come back. So, the real question is, Disney, when are you going to bring back the trams? Because for the past year or so, ever since Walt Disney World reopened back on July 11th, 2020, so it's been over a year now, people have been forced to walk all the way from their car, regardless of what park they're at, and walk all the way to the park. And the funny thing is, Disney has been in the process of building a tram exterior, covered area to wait for the tram over at the Magic Kingdom, and I've heard that they're kind of doing the same thing over at Epcot. They're kind of expanding it a little bit. So the real question is, Disney, first of all, why are you putting so much emphasis on the, trams if you're not even running them? So from my understanding, they're still doing that. When I went to the Magic Kingdom last, they still had that construction going on, which means that they still are planning on working on it. I don't know if they kind of ceased construction for the time being or not, due to budget cuts or not, but we'll see what happens. But I am happy at least that Disney is willing to offer golf cart rides from the parking lot to the park itself. Now, obviously, they're either going to need a buttload of golf carts, or people that really need the help are going to take the golf cart, because there are thousands of people that come to the parks on a daily basis. Thousands. There's no way that a golf cart is going to be able to fit everybody on. And the funny thing is, the Ark Encounter does offer the golf carts, but they're really only there for special assistance, people that really need it. Another thing that I was reading last night about, and this was only something that people are on the fence about, will the mask mandate return to both Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort? And pretty much the main reason why people are on the fence about it is because of the fact that when Walt Disney World and Universal first took away the mask mandate, and saying that unless you're fully vaccinated, we do expect you to wear it, but we're not going to ask anymore if you're vaccinated or not. So a lot of people may or may not be coming in the parks vaccinated, but they don't know that for sure. They just are hoping that people are, being honest and coming in, and only not wearing the mask if they're fully vaccinated. But you never know. There are people that might be going in that are not vaccinated and not wearing the mask. But how do I know? I can only speak for my personal friends down in Florida, the ones that I hang out with on a regular basis, and that's it. And for myself, for that matter. But even then, I'm still not gonna admit whether or not that I'm vaccinated or not. Now, I did say on my Facebook page something about the vaccine, but that was probably the most I was willing to say. And not everybody reads my Facebook post, which is why I was willing to admit it there, but I'm not willing to admit it on YouTube, where I get heard and seen a lot more. So, when Walt Disney World and Universal both removed the mask mandate, yes, the positivity rate was below 5%. No, supposedly it's gone above 12%, so a lot of people are like freaking out. Okay, are you going to do something about it? And all Disney said was, we're going to continue the same path right now. We're going to continue to only require people who are not fully vaccinated to wear the mask. Of course, we're still going to continue to go by the honor system. Now, there is a chance that Disney might change their system at a given time, and that's pretty much something that Disney did say, that they could change their system at any given moment's notice. So who knows, maybe your next Disney trip later this year could be affected. My next Disney trip is not till the end of next February, so my next Disney trip could be completely different than your next Disney trip, so you never know. I mean, who knows, maybe by early next year the Delta variant will be stronger, maybe it'll be weaker. I've heard about this Delta variant. Also, I have heard that Canada is reopening their border. Not that has anything to do with the parks, but they are finally reopening their border next month, or over the next 2 months. First to fully vaccinated Americans, which I knew that was going to happen eventually, and then to fully vaccinated international travelers. Unfortunately for us, we cannot get back into America just yet until early September. So that means that Canadians traveling across into America cannot get in right now, which sucks. From what I've seen with Walt Disney World, with upcoming changes, more big news. Happily Ever After is officially going away on September 29th. I did actually have a discussion with hundreds of people on a Facebook group called Vintage Disney, and I did talk about it then, and I got cussed out for it. They're like, you gotta get your facts right, and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna obviously repeat what they said, but they pretty much said something like that, and they're like, it's not going away permanently. Why would they do that? This is only a temporary thing. Well, now Disney has made it official that Happily Ever After is most definitely going away on September 29th to make way for this new 50th anniversary fireworks called Disney Enchantment. I knew this was going to happen. That's the stupid part. And I knew it when I first posted about it. It's like, why would anybody think I'm wrong? I mean, Disney may not have made it definite back then, but they definitely did now. In fact, if you Google search Happily Ever After, Disney has it right there at the top saying that Disney's Happily Ever After is going away permanently at the end of September. So, like, the day before the end of September. And it's really depressing, but you know. Other news is both Jungle Cruises have been modified so that they will be politically correct. I've actually seen both versions. The funny thing is the Disneyland version is ahead of the Disney World version, like it's completely done. The only thing that they're still working on the Disneyland version is redoing Trader Sam's. The Disney World version definitely looks like it has a lot of work ahead of it, but it's definitely not the same ride that it was even a year ago, as crazy as that is. I don't know. If I were you, I would not rush to go ride the Jungle Cruise again if you're like me and you like the nostalgia of the original ride. So I personally am waiting it out. I was kind of hoping that they would try to make the ride more like the new upcoming movie that's coming out. Literally, and let's see here. What is the date anyway? It's like the 22nd, something like that. So the one that's coming out like the next 8 days, which is the same day the Golden Corral in Florence, Kentucky is reopening, which I'm super excited about. I'm probably working on the 30th, but hey, I still have tentative plans to go anyway. We'll see what happens. But I definitely plan on going to the reopening, even if I can't be there on the official reopening day. So that will be fun, and they're really excited about reopening too. At least they're reopening before the end of the month, because the end of July is on the 31st. So I think they're reopening on my cousin Michael's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's pretty much all the big news that I've been reading. I mean, obviously, there's more coming. The last big thing that I almost forgot about, Universal had a 2-hour wait yesterday just to get into City Walk. So if you're going to Universal anytime soon, be prepared for massive crowds. They finally went back to full capacity again. So a lot of people are going to Universal again right now, as expected. So yeah, if you want to go to Universal, just be mentally prepared for those very long lines just to get into the parks. I don't know what I would rather be doing right now. If I would rather be stuck here in this house until Monday, would I rather be baking out in the Florida heat, even if I do have the protection of the parking garage to protect most of the sun, or would I rather be standing on deck 3 of the Ark? It's one of those things I ask myself, like, I don't know, like, I mean, at least here at this house I still have fans, no AC. If I had the AC, I probably would lean towards this. At least at the Ark I have AC. And then, of course, you have the other downfall. If I were at Universal right now, not only would I be stuck standing in line, I would be in the heat, and it would be hotter than it is even outside here. Today it's in the low 80s, so today it actually feels really nice outside. But come this weekend, I heard that it's going to be in the high 80s. And, of course, the earliest we're probably going to get the AC fixes next Monday, because that's the day my doctor said I could go back to work. So I did email my rental house company landlord just to remind her, hey, I can go back to work again next Monday. So if you could please send somebody out that day, that would be great. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great day. Peace out.